Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. In today's lesson, we will be going over Fenix, Dragoon from the StarCraft universe. He excels in just straight damage, really good AoE damage as well. So he's really strong on maps like Brax's Holdout, as far as like clearing Zerg waves and stuff like that. Cons would be that he doesn't have any real like CC ability, and his main escape is interruptible. So other than that, let's get right into it and see what this bad boy can do. Alrighty, so we find ourselves in the Sky Temple. On the friendly team, we have Fenix, ETC, Rhaegar, Abathur, and Thrall versus Orphea, Tyrande, Diablo, Kael'thas, and Varian. This would be interesting match. So where Fenix really excels at is doing AoE damage, especially on wave clear. He has the ability to do quite a bit of just overall damage dealing capability. In this map, we're gonna have to look out for Tyrande stuns, Diablo stuns slash suplex or overpowers, Kael'thas stuns, Varian might go taunt, and then Orphea is going to do a crap ton of damage. So Fenix's trait, he has a shield. So just like all Protoss units in the StarCraft universe, they have a shield and then they have their actual health. So the pros of that are the shield, when you're not in combat for a very short period of time, it will regen and you'll get back that health. The con is that you don't get, you can't heal that. So if we're losing our shield, Rhaegar can't really help us in that regard. I would prepare So that's one thing you gotta watch out for, because our health pool is about a little bit more, let's see, was it probably about 60% of our health or so, and 40% of it is shields. So at level 1, we're gonna take advanced targeting. So our Q ability is called Plasma Cutter, and it, as you can see, it does this little circle. It's a laser that just kind of circles around us like this, dealing damage and slowing the targets. Our W ability, it actually switches our basic attacks. So Fenix can do either a single target basic attack, which is kind of like a little pew pew laser, or he can do this little ball thing that's going to do splash damage, and also has more range. So you'll be switching kind of between the two of those as the match goes on here. So we're going to switch to our ball weapon. If you can't tell whether or not by looking down at the bottom which one you're in, all you have to do, if you look at the top of your character, as you switch between the two, the top will open up and close. When it closes, that's when you're using your single target ability, and when it opens, that's when you're doing your splash damage. Our E ability is Warp. After a short period of time, what is it, 0.5 seconds, you teleport to a destination. We got Diablo kind of trying to do some cheeky stuff here. We're gonna go ahead and use Plasma Cutter here. Ugh. We're gonna use our we'll switch between our splash ability, mostly for the range boost. But kind of going over, I didn't really explain it too well, but our level 1 ability, is going to increase the power of our Plasma Cutter as we start hitting more and more heroes with this. So we're just kind of coming in here trying to do that. Uh-oh, ETC might be in trouble. We're low on health too. I'm gonna go ahead and Sippy to get back that health, because that doesn't regen, but as you can see, our shields actually regen fairly quickly. As long as we're not taking damage. Go ahead and take out this minion wave here. Choose a talent. I'm gonna try to make something happen here. Or take Phase Bomb, slows enemies hit. Oh. And go ahead and do that damage. That's a nice little nice little pick. And we're gonna head back up. Thrall's going ahead and taking care of this. You know, we can help out this pretty quickly here using our phase cutter here, and then single target damaging this one siege down. So the single target ability has an increased attack speed, so you get more attacks off. So that's what makes it so much better for attacking. Obviously single targets. I'm gonna come in here to start doing an objective. Nice. Dope. They seem to have this under control, so we're gonna go top right now, and I'm not gonna contest. We're just gonna come up here and try to get a little bit of this XP. Now Varian will take us out pretty well with we're gonna go ahead and take combat advantage, which is going to further increase our Q ability here. At 4, I kind of mentioned it, but we were in the middle of a fight, so I didn't really explain it too well. But Phase Bomb can slow enemies. And we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this minion wave here. As you can see, that damage that we're doing with Plasma Cutter is quite substantial. But our hitting with the Phase Bomb ability, after Plasma Cutter, it will cause a 35% slowdown. We're gonna go ahead and do that on this Orphea. What? Alright, we're gonna back out of this. We're gonna do that and just get out of there real quick. And then level 7, we took Combat Advantage, which does 35% more damage to slowed targets. So if we can get a slow on an enemy, we'll be able to do considerably more damage. And we're just trying to... Uh-oh, that's not good. Are you gonna flip me? You gonna flip me? And then we'll teleport over. We might live. Nice. So the reason I waited so long there to use my teleport is because I knew Diablo wanted to flip me. And if I were to start my teleport, he would get the flip off, which would interrupt my teleport's ability, and then I would have been, I'd have been dead. So luckily, we just kind of waited that out, and then Tyrande tried to stun us right where we landed, which worked out really well for us, and allowed us to escape there without dying. So, I can help them do that real quick. Wanting to get this camp before the objective. I appreciate the map awareness. And so we can help do camps pretty well. All right. I'm not I don't play Fenix too often. I haven't played him in a while. So if I do poorly, well, that's one of the reasons. I can't say it's the reason. We're gonna go ahead and take Purification Servo as our ult. Which you just saw there does this big cone. It scans it and then fires a bunch of rounds in that cone to all enemies that were essentially tagged during that time period.
Time to make my retreat.
We're gonna be careful here. Now, see, we may be losing this objective, but because we pulled that camp top and Abba's up top, we're gonna get that fort, and so it's gonna end up being pretty much the same. Uh-oh, it's not good. Flip me. Okay, or not. And I'll just kind of walk away. Go ahead and put some slows on him so he can't stay. Okay, well we got away.
I must
And so we still got the fort top, which was fine, because we pulled that camp prior. And so we still got a good amount of push out of that. So even though we didn't get the objective, it ended up being oh god, Abathur. Poor Abba. Alright, we're gonna kind of just play a little bit safe here in the mid. Wait until these this wave comes up. Are they doing boss? I mean, they could be pressing that. Oh, okay. Alright, they went up for that bruiser. That's fine. It's probably good timing for that, for them. Because the bot... Yeah, bot temple's gonna pop here. We should be able to burn this down real quick. Let's go ahead and do this. You guys shouldn't be doing that. Diablo's right there. Go ahead and get damage on that Diablo. Take him out. I don't know if he had... Yeah, he had 100 souls, so he's back up already. Saving our Q for when this fight starts to break out. Or I can just go ahead and work on this wave here. So when you're using your splash damage, a lot of times you want to aim it at the middle minion, obviously, because you want to get in more damage. We're going to go ahead and pop our servos here. Oh, because he was stealth. That was fortuitous for them. Oh god. We're out of here. At level 13, we are going to take... Oh.
Time to make my retreat.
Let's see. What you doing? Let's do basic attacks, grant shields. So as we're doing damage, we can go ahead and get back some shields, giving us a little bit more sustain. Is it on everything or just hero hits? I always forget that. Yeah. So it's on all hits. So even hitting just group waves of minions will give us some shields back. I'm gonna come here with ETC. I think he's wanting to take this camp here. I'm gonna take that camp. Yeah, we weren't gonna be able to contest that at all. With Varian having gone Twin Blades, they're gonna have superior clear for that boss. ETC, you better be careful, homie. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I was afraid he was gonna get flipped right back into that boss stun. Which have been problematic. I'll go ahead and go to single target here. We got in a ton of damage. Ugh. Alright, we should be able to take out this Diablo. Oh, Diablo. I'm doing as much damage as I possibly can here. Alright, we teleported out of there, so we're okay. And Rhaegar went down. That Diablo ult is cute. Alright, well this could be going better. We're gonna do splash damage, take out this wave real quick. But as you can see, Fenix really does excel in some wave clear here with his ability to just kind of do that. We've gotten enough stacks on our Q that it actually rotates around us an additional time, which is also nice. And we switch it up for that single target. Okay, so at level 16, we're gonna take photonic weaponry. So shield capacitor increases damage dealt. So as long as we have a shield, we do 15% more damage. Super simple to understand. I like it. And Abba doing whatever Abba things again, got himself killed. Get away from each other. Ah, we missed it. Oh, see, we just got flipped while we were trying to do it. Ah, we're gonna die. So we got flipped while we were trying to use our teleport, so we ended up dying there. With Orphea flanking us from the back, I wanted to get on the other side of her. Don't know if we would have gotten away, though. We would have had a chance. But then Diablo had his flip back and was able to flip us kind of back towards it, so... That will probably be GG with this minion wave here. So, I mean, we did okay. We did a decent amount of siege, a decent amount of hero damage. It's just, versus this comp, with how many stuns and stuff they had, it was very difficult for us to kind of find our footing. And everybody, like in pure MOBA fashion, will blame everything else but what they did. I know I definitely could have played a little bit better. Fenix is not a character that I am, Fenix is not a character that I'm amazing with. Oh, get out of there! I can't do anything. I mean, it's not necessarily a good mosh if I can't get to it. I'm just doing that, just do some type of damage out there. Save myself. I mean, use this flip. Suck it. We're gonna win. Well, that is Fenix. Like I said, I'm not an amazing Fenix player, but as you can see, he does excel at AOE damage specifically. Overall, just a solid damage dealer. In really good hands, he is a very solid player. He really excels from slows and stuff as well. So talent-wise, at level 1, we took advanced targeting, which made our Q ability do more damage for every time it hit a. Or made our our basic attack damage go up for every time we hit a character with our Q ability, and then after we hit 30 times, Plasma Cutter circled an additional time, which you saw there. At level 4, we took inhibiting energy, and this made it so that our basic attacks against slowed heroes slowed by our Plasma Cutter ability took slow all enemies in the area by 35%. So that was good for keeping kind of targets near us. They had just a little bit more of an engaged, a little bit more ability to kind of push towards us. So that's really helpful on when teams are trying to escape and so forth as well. Level 7, we took combat advantage. Plasma Cutter deals 35% more damage to slow targets. So basically, when that Plasma Cutter hit him the first time, it did damage, but then the second time it came around, it increased damage. And it also works on minion waves as well, so it helped us kind of clear that. Level 10, we took Purification Salvo, and so with this that was that huge cone, our ult ability that would fire a ton of rounds, 5 missiles, and it did a considerable amount of damage there. Once again, that benefits from heroes being slowed as well, as it does 50% more damage to slowed targets. So it's really good when you are going into a fight, hit them all with your Q ability, Plasma Cutter, so they're all slowed, then you pop Purification Salvo. However, in almost every instance there, we couldn't get into there as much and keep ourselves safe, because the most important stat is the death stat. Keep yourself at 0 deaths or as close to as you can, and try to keep yourself safe so that you can continue to impact your team at some point. Level 13, we took auxiliary shields. This reduced our maximum health by 10%, but it increased our shields by 20%. And the reason we took this was because it's an overall health boost, and our shields regen. And then basic attacks regenerated shields equal to 10% of the damage dealt. So as long as we were doing damage, we were gaining more shields. So shields keep us alive longer than our health does at this point. Typically, as Fenix, if you get down into the health range, and you're still being attacked, you're probably gonna die pretty quick because you have like murky health, or maybe even less than murky health. I'd have to look at the health numbers there, but you're pretty low. Level 16, we took photonic weaponry, just more damage as long as we had a shield. So that's just a solid damage increase because we increased our shields and everything. Had we hit level 20, I probably would have taken Unconquered Spirit, so that upon taking fatal damage, we would have regained 800 shields. So it's kind of like a second life. Kind of get out of there, or finish your fight or whatever you're going to be doing at that point. However, secondary fire is also just if you're wanting to do even more damage. So there's that as well. So it just increases the amount of damage that you're going to do out. And then Singularity Charge is also one that I'll take. Depending on how the match is going, because I really like, so Repeater Cannon, it grants 100% more attack speed, so you're attacking incredibly fast with your single target shots. Or if you're using Phase Bomb, you gain 1.25 more range, which is a massive increase to range. So it really helps you kind of stay standoffish as well. So I mean, honestly, they're all pretty solid choices. Probably the bottom two more solid than secondary fire, as they just give you a little bit more versatility there. But thank you guys so much for watching today. That was Fenix, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.